Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a different style of video. Today we're gonna talk about my interview experience. So I got into uni. Yay! So the university I'm going to go in this fall is Chulalongkorn University, and my faculty is Faculty of Arts, and my program is BALAC, or the full name is Bachelor of Arts in Language and Culture. So how did I get in? And this is the story and the steps of how to get into BALAC. For the first part, I will be talking about what documents you need in order to get in. So to be qualified for applying into BALAC, the first round, early admissions round, you will need SAT 480 on the verbal section, like 480 and up, and you will need IELTS overall 7.0. And the other documents that you might need, I will be linking it down below in the description box, or I'll be putting it here. So the SAT score that I got is on the verbal section is 520, I think. I don't exactly remember. And I got IELTS 7.5 overall. Okay, so when you got all the documents that are required, you are going to go to the office, the BALAC office at BRK, and they're gonna give you a pink slip. Show over here, please. Yes, they're gonna give you a pink slip, and you have to keep it, and you have to bring it with you on your interview day. Yeah, so on the interview day, you will bring the pink slip and your ID or passport, so that they can see you are valid. Okay, now for the juicy part, story time. So on that day, it was 4th January, and my interview time was 11:30. Yeah, it was I was really nervous, man. That day I was like, oh my god, what if I don't get in? What if I'm not good enough for this? Yeah, and I'm that day I was so overwhelmed with hey, how do I do this? I'm I was kind of hopeless, and I was shaking that day. Yeah, but I kind of calmed down a little bit because before I got into the interview room, there's a few more people who were sitting beside me, and I talked to them, and it kind of made the situation better about it. Yeah. So when I went into when it's my time for the interview, it got quite delayed, a lot to 11 something. Yeah. And on that day, I was in the first interview room, so there's two foreign teachers and one Thai teacher. So they asked me questions from my SOP. I forgot to mention that SOP is statement of purpose, and the statement of purpose is very important. It basically it basically tells who you are, why do you want to be in this faculty, why are you choosing this program. You write your story and stuff on there, and they're gonna ask you from that. So on that day, I introduced myself because that's the first thing that they ask is, can you briefly introduce yourself and why do you want to enroll in this faculty? and I answer, yeah, my name is yada yada yada, I come from here, and I want to be in this program because, and I give them the reasons. And after that is where the fun begins. They're gonna start looking through your SOP, and they're gonna be asking some questions on there. So like the question they asked me is, they asked me like briefly, what is the Tower of Babel, because I wrote it on there, and I have to explain, yeah, the Tower of Babel is this and this. And then they asked me for my opinion afterwards, like why would God punish people, and then I give them my answer. On there I also wrote about Hong Kong, about the recent protests on there, and they would ask me, hey, what happened there, and which side are you gonna choose and stuff. They're asking like kind of a little bit of political because they really want to know your opinion. So you have to be very prepared with like everything on there. And I compare that to the situation that also was happening at Catalonia in Spain. That Catalonia wanted to be like an independent state. And they asked me about the resources, and oh man, it gets messy, very messy, because I forgot to like do research on that, and I was there like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, I almost lose it, dude. I was like, what is it? What is that? And I was like, oil? And then like afterwards, after the interview, I went and I searched it up. It's actually olive oil. And I'm like, the other stuff that they also asked me is about what movies did your friends recommend you. And at that point I was like, my mind was blank, man. That time I was trying to find the answer, but I forgot what my friend recommended me. But I answered something else, which is like a TV show, kinda. Yeah. After they ask you the questions from the SOP, they're gonna give you a tiny box, and they let you draw out 3 topics. My topics that I got, like the 3 topics, was globalization, foreign language, and family. And they gave me an option of picking 2 only. So I chose globalization and foreign languages because it's kind of like easy to talk about it also. Before I had to like give a speech about it, they're gonna give me a piece of paper and a pencil for me to brainstorm. And how would I connect 2 of the topics together? And like, yeah, it was kind of hard to think as well, because when you're in that sort of pressure, you kind of feel nervous, even more nervous, and like, oh my god, how would I be able to get in, you know? So afterwards I gave like my speech and stuff. And then the last thing that they like ask is, do I have many more questions? And or do you want to show your portfolio and stuff? They gave the option to do that. I showed them 1 page of my portfolio to explain what achievement I am proud of. And I chose the one of being like MC for like my school's like talent show event. And then I explained this, and they're like, okay. afterwards, before I left, I had some like letters of recommendation from my school, and I just like, and I gave it to them. My teachers and my counselor wrote me a recommendation letter. So here, and it only shows one first, and I'm like, and then before I walk out, I walk back and hey, this, I give the other two, I actually want to be here, so you can keep these. And I walked out. Yeah, so on the results day, okay, so I was like, I thought I did okay after the interview, and I waited on the results day, and I was totally devastated because I didn't get it on the name list first. Man, that was like, that's such like a, like, I cried that day when I knew that I didn't get in on the first list. Yeah, it was still like, yeah, I'm still kind of sad about, until like today. But the good thing is, 2 days later, they announced the additional list, and I was on there, and oh my god, that moment was totally the best thing that happened in my life, because on that day I was in school, and it was like a period of like break or something, and that my mom texted me like, hey, you're going to July tomorrow, and I was like, wait, what? Mom, are you serious? Mom, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm so confused, and I'm like, shock. And it's like, hey, your name's on the list, and I'm like, yeah! I was like, my teacher thought I was losing it, and also I was so happy to the point where my friends thought I was having a heart attack. Dude, it was like the happiest day of my life to know that I got into my dream uni and faculty. I'm so proud of myself at that point that, yeah, I got in. That's great. But also, here is what I learned. The tip I can give for you to not make the same mistakes as me is that know your SOP. Know your SOP throughout, man. So it would help you, and you can answer the question like here, 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 precisely, and you're not guessing, and you're not hesitating at all. And you should research some more, because like sometimes the interviewers can like ask you more than what is on the paper. You need to know deep down of the topic, so that you can give them every point. Also, remember to have eye contact, be polite. Don't forget to smile as well. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. And be confident within yourself. No matter if your answer's wrong, but you give valid points to it, damn man, go for it. But the better option is to research, you know. Yeah. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you learned something from this, from my mistakes, and how you can get into uni. Good luck. Stay safe. If you have any questions, my DMs are open. Follow at Diary of Couch Potato 19 on Instagram, and you can DM me there. Also, like and subscribe this video. Thank you. Good night.